Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
It's Neighborhood Net Hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
I'm very familiar with the story about the birthright and Esau tricking his father. I grew up in a church system to where I learned that story well. I've told it, I've heard it over and over again, studied it, passed tests on it. But it wasn't until more recent years, like within the last decade, I got the concept that Esau represents non-melanated people perhaps, and Jacob represented us. So when I saw this video, I believe that's the premise of it. So I was pretty interested in that, and I figured we would check it out. So with no further ado, let's see what they say Esau has been up to.
Is it just me, or do you guys have this feeling of impending doom, like something bad is about to happen? And I can't really put my finger on it. The last few days have been just, actually since probably the first of the year, since New Year's Day, it's just been a struggle, an absolute struggle to just do anything. I feel like there's just something in the air, like everything is just so heavy right now, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's what I'm going through, maybe it's the astrology, maybe something's going to happen, but I just have this feeling of just impending doom, like things are about to get rough. Does anybody else have that feeling? Or is it just me? Is it just me that feels like something wild is about to happen, or just, I don't know. But
We ain't have a choice on coming to America. Feel something real bad is coming to America. I've been saying it for 20 years.
I just have this anxious, depressed feeling ever since the year began that something bad is going to happen. And it has been an absolute struggle since the new year to shake that feeling. You guys feeling that too?
Shalom. I hope you all are doing well. I am blessed and I'm back again with a quick video. Today we're going to be reading from the book of Obadiah. It is the shortest book in the so-called Old Testament, consisting of only 21 verses. It is a prophecy primarily about the judgment of Edom.
Damn, I just like the thumbnail and the title. I had no idea this was a biblical video. Amen.
The day of Yahuwah and the restoration of Israel, who are in fact the Negroes. In this prophecy of Obadiah, Esau is judged for his pride, violence, and mistreatment of Israel. And in the day of Yahuwah, he's going to judge Esau and all nations. But despite the destruction that the Most High is going to send upon these nations, Israel will be restored, and Yahuwah's kingdom will ultimately triumph.
I've had this impending sense of doom and dread and pain and suffering for the past 4 hours. So hear me out. Something very big is about to happen. There's going to be mass casualties. There's going to be lots of death, lots of suffering.
Yes, family, many people today have a sense of impending doom. They feel a shift going on in the world. But they don't understand that this all connects to biblical prophecy. You see, people can feel this shift happening in their spirit. They just can't connect the dots. The Most High says in Obadiah, "As you have done, it shall be done to you." He said, "Your reward shall return upon your own head." We're going to read about this in the book of Obadiah, family. And this prophecy is exactly why people are feeling a sense of doom. You see, what it is the world is feeling the birth pains described in Matthew 24 before the return of the Hamashiach.
I know the Bible often speaks on generations inheriting the sins of former generations. It talks about curses being passed down from generation to generation. So those who thinking, "Oh, I've never done nothing to nobody," don't think biblically that excludes you from receiving the punishment of your forefathers. Oh, my mama.
The Hamashiach told us what we would see in the days prior to his return. You see, for the chosen people, there's no need to be afraid, because you should know that this just tells us that the Most High is in complete control and that we will soon be restored. And for those of you who always say, "I didn't take part in slavery, I never owned any slaves and whatnot," I have you to know that we were all judged for the transgressions of our ancestors.
You hear me? Ain't that what I just said? On my mama, on my grandbaby heartbeat, I had no idea. I haven't heard one word of this. None.
So the Most High judge nations. Let me get that verse for you. It's Exodus 20:5. And it reads, "You shall not bow down yourself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahuwah Elohim,
Am a jealous God, visiting the iniquities upon the fathers and the sons of generations." Something like that. It's coming. What?
am a jealous El, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and guard my commandments. So using precept upon precept, which is the formula for the Hebrew Israelites.
Here a little, there a little. Go on and preach, sister.
Line up on line. This is how we understand scriptures. We're going to go ahead and take a look at one more verse, Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. And this is just to show you that the Most High judge nations. It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers," the iniquity or sin of their fathers, "that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities."
I guess it would only sound like balance if you can inherit the good deeds of your father. Perhaps vice versa. Only sounds like the universe keeping things in order.
So yes, the Israelites are being judged for the sins of their ancestors, and so shall the other nations be judged for the sins of their ancestors. So with this being prophecy, this means that it's not something that anybody can escape. There will be no rapture for you heathens. You all will have to go through the tribulation period. So your feeling of impending doom is because of the powerful prophecy that you are going to face judgment for the atrocities that you have caused the Israelites. You know what I find really sad is that everyone owns a copy of the so-called Black people's history book, the Bible, but no one really understands what it's about. Now that's definitely crazy work to have
Break it down for us, please do.
a book that you're reading, but you do not understand or comprehend what you're reading.
Irony that could be the Black people's history book and the prophecies of doom could be directed toward our oppressors would be just perfect for the irony that exists in our world, for them to have it in their hands, possess it, preach out of it, give these messages out of it, all the while not realizing that this is their prediction of their fate, of their future, of their retribution, of their doom. That would be the perfect irony for our world. That's how irony works. That's the best movie that has an ironic moment in it like that. Y'all running around pushing this, holding this, not knowing it's doing more damage, or the message that you're trying to utilize to hurt others in crusades and legislation and indoctrination all the time. That's directed right towards you, and it's baking a cake for yourself. That'll be beautiful irony.
Why do everyone own a copy of a book that they don't understand? I'm going to help you understand the book of Obadiah today. Let's go ahead and start with the verses 1 through 9, where the Most High is sending a prophecy against Edom, the descendants of Esau. Edom is condemned for its pride and false sense of security, thinking that their high mountains and dwellings make them untouchable. But
Esau literally tricked his daddy into thinking he was his brother, and a real blessing, a birthright that was intended for his brother was given to Esau. So when I hear these black Israelites saying that we the real Jews and that they took our identity, it just seemed like, ooh, I know the Jacob and Esau story. This is why this title attracted me.
Yahuwah warns them that he will bring them down and destroy their wisdom and strength. Okay, it reads, the vision of Obadiah. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahuwah, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made you small among the heathen. You are greatly despised. The pride of your heart has deceived you, you that dwell in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that says in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
America will soon be greater, stronger, and far more exceptional than ever before. I return to the presidency confident and optimistic that we are at the start of a thrilling new era of national success. A tide of change is sweeping the country. Sunlight is pouring over the entire world, and America has the chance to seize this opportunity like never before. America will soon be greater, stronger, and far more exceptional than ever before. I return to the presidency confident and optimistic that we are at the start of a thrilling new era of national success. A tide of change is sweeping the country. Sunlight is pouring over the entire world, and America has the chance to seize this opportunity like never before. America will soon be greater, stronger, and far more exceptional than ever before.
Verse 4. Though you exalt yourself as the eagle, and though you set your nest among the stars, thence will I bring you down, says Yahuwah. If thieves came to you, if robbers by night, how are you cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to you, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of your confederacy have brought you even to the border. The men that were at peace with you have deceived you and prevailed against you. They that eat your bread have laid a wound under you. There is no understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, says Yahuwah, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And your mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For your violence against your brother Yaakov, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. In verse 4, the Most High said, though you exalt yourself like the eagle, And though you set your nest among the stars, from there I will bring you down, declares Yahuwah. And that's Obadiah 1 and 4. So this means that there's no nation or person that's above.
She read that so eloquently, smoothly. She has so much patience with it, so much clarity. I appreciate the way she read that. Perhaps when the Bible admonishes women that their place to speak in spiritual things are not in the public forum, maybe women, spiritual women with the patience, could not foresee a time like this. Maybe this is when their voice was supposed to be preserved for. Because I know biblically, in the sense of women jumping up, preaching in front of the church and having this presence and this authority, the Bible speaks directly against it. But it doesn't speak against this voice being heard here. Oh, my mama.
Or beyond Yah's judgment when they act against his will. So then the question that a lot of people have sometimes is, how can we differentiate between genuine prophecy fulfillment and coincidences? Well, family, I believe Amos chapter 3 and 7 wholeheartedly when it says, surely Yahuwah will do nothing but reveal his secret unto his servants the prophets. This scripture is key in understanding Bible prophecy. It emphasizes that Yah does not bring major events like judgment, weather disasters, warnings, or blessings without first revealing them to his prophets. This means that everything happening in the world has already been spoken of in scripture, and those who study prophecy can discern the times. And we know that Yah used the prophets like Isaiah, Daniel, and John to foretell the events that are unfolding today. And if Yah reveals his plans through prophecy, then we should study his word and recognize what's happening. Many world events align with biblical prophecies, showing that we are in the latter days. In Isaiah chapter 46, verses 9 and 10, the Most High said, remember the former things of old. I am El, and there is none else. I am Elohim, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So in verse 10, we see the power of the Most High and his ability to declare the end from the beginning. And it tells us that his purpose will stand and that he will accomplish all that he pleases. So this is a reminder that Yahuwah has complete knowledge and control over all events from the start to the finish. So let us go back into the book of Obadiah, and we're going to start at verse 10. I just wanted you guys to see that all the Most High's prophecies are going to surely come to pass. This is concerning Esau and the heathen nations. Let's go ahead and read Obadiah starting at verse 10. It says, for your violence against your brother Yaakov, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. In the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even you were as one of them. But you should not have looked on the day of your brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither should you have rejoiced over the children of Yehudah in the day of their destruction, neither should you have spoken proudly in the day of distress. You should not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah, you should not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Anyone who reads the book of Obadiah should be able to make the connection to America and how they played a central role in the transatlantic slave trade, oppressing the descendants of Yaakov. The Jim Crow laws, mass incarceration, and systemic oppression also align with Edom's violence against Jacob. This has caused a great and terrible judgment to come upon Esau, his descendants, and all the nations who have evil entreated the children of Israel. So it has been written, as it has been done to Yaakov, so shall it be done to the heathens.
Does anyone else have like a horrible just feeling lately? Like impending doom, discernment, horrible heavy feeling in your chest, like you can't breathe, anxiety. Is there a planet like flipping out, or, is something off? Like, I don't understand. Like, it just feels like something really bad is about to happen, and I have no context for that because my life was like it's going okay right now, and I just don't understand on any level why I feel like this. I can't put my finger on it. I just don't know. I'm just wondering if I'm alone in this feeling right now. Just a horrible feeling.
Obadiah, verse 15. For the day of Yahuwah is near upon all the heathen. As you have done, it shall be done unto you. Your reward shall return upon your own head. For as they have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Yaakov shall possess their possessions. And the house of Yaakov shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahuwah has spoken it.
If anybody that is actually counted amongst them people that call themselves Bible believers, this has to be a crazy revelation. What do you do with this information? Ooh, shout out to my nation for the trials, pain, and patience. Oh, my mama.
Real quick, is anyone else scared for tomorrow? Like, the impending doom.
Am I the only one that feels like everything is wrong? Every day I wake up and the day just feels blah. There's like no excitement, there's no motivation. The entire world just feels like everything is wrong.
Imagine that, y'all, and every day we right here talking about Jita. Gratitude is the attitude, whether we got a little, whether we got a lot, we have been grateful, happy. That's deep. And there's some other people who don't feel or think that way. Oh, my mama.
Nothing feels fun anymore. Nothing feels exciting anymore. There's this impending doom feeling. I hate it. And I need to make sure I'm not the only one, because if I am, it's something up here, because nothing feels right in life overall. Let me know if I'm the only one.
Yep, so this is the time we're living in, family. We are at the end of time. And judgment is for the nations and the people who have oppressed Yah's chosen ones. If you're feeling a sense of impending doom in this current time, maybe it's time for you to examine who you are and who your ancestors are. Did you have any part in oppressing and destroying the Most High's chosen people? Are you going to suffer the curses and destruction by default, meaning you are a descendant of Edom or the other heathen nations? You see, the Most High is a just Elohim, and he said what the other nations have done to his people, he's going to also do to them. Here's a list of all the captivities that the so-called black people, the Negroes, have been in and out of, all the way into this current one that we're in now. The Bible that everyone carry is the Negro's history book. Many of us just don't know it. The entire Bible is about the Hebrew Israelites. And a lot of it tells the stories of the Israelites going in and out of captivities. Babylonian, Assyrian, Greek, Roman, Arabian, African. We're currently in the last captivity in the Americas and the Caribbean islands. And a lot of people don't realize that Judah was the last tribe to go into captivity and was scattered to the four corners of the earth. So these heathens, the so-called powers that be, know exactly who they have in captivity. They know exactly who we are. And Psalms 83 says that Yahuwah's enemies have taken crafty counsel against his people and consulted against his hidden ones. And they said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Psalms 83 says that they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against the Most High and his people. And then it goes on to list all the nations. I don't know if you all know this or if you guys have made the connection that Psalms 83 and Obadiah are deeply connected in the subject matter of the judgment against the enemies of Israel. And Psalms 83 and 6 list Edom among the nations conspiring to destroy Israel. And then Obadiah 1:10 through 14 condemns Edom for standing against Israel, especially during the times of distress. And you know, Esau and Jacob, they have a history of being rivals. And Edom is the descendants of Esau. And they're singled out in the scriptures for betrayal as they assisted Israel's enemies rather than helping their brother, Yaakov. And then Obadiah 83 verses 13 through 15. In these verses, the Israelites are asking Yahuwah to scatter and destroy their enemies. And then in Obadiah verse 18, it actually confirms the fate of Esau. It says, "And the house of Yaakov shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them, and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahuwah has spoken it." Now, family, I'm going to go ahead and show you another video clip because the other nations have no idea what's going on in Bible prophecy. They think that we're going backwards in time, when in actuality, we're going forward and heading toward the book of Obadiah, where they're going to be judged.
So does anybody else have a sense of impending doom? I mean, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 plane crashes in a week. The volcanoes are erupting everywhere. Tsunamis, drones, orbs, UAPs, people are being assaulted in places they should not be assaulted. Not to mention impending doomsday, January the 20th, where our whole country rolls back 50 years and nobody has any rights anymore unless you're same color as me, and then probably not me because obviously the internet's forever. But it's just what else is going on around here? We've got Twitter, Smivel War, the rich are taking over. Every natural disaster and unnatural disaster you can think of is all happening in a week before the anti-Schmeist takes over our country. This is just a bizarrely surrealistic, dystopian world we live in.
Like I mentioned previously, everyone is feeling this shift that's happening, but many people have no idea what the shift really is. Let's go ahead and finish reading the book of Obadiah. Starting at verse 19, it reads, "And they of Negev shall possess the mount of Esau." This is talking about the Israelites. "And they of the plain, the Pelishtim, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Shamaron, and Benjamin shall possess Gilad. And the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of Kenyaim, even unto Zarephath. And the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sepharad, shall possess the cities of the Negev. And saviors shall come upon Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be Yahuwah's." Does anybody ever wake up like I did today with an overwhelming feeling of impending doom? It's not specific. I don't feel that way about anything I have in my life coming up. It's not a specific dread about anything. It's just a very generalized feeling of ick. So many people are feeling this sense of doom, especially Esau. They can't really explain it. They can't put their finger on why they feel this way. They just feel like something really bad, really big is going to happen. And that's pretty much the best way all these people can explain it, because it's just a feeling of doom. And because really no one is looking at Bible prophecy and, the real Bible prophecy that there's going to be a shift in the kingdoms. The wicked kingdom of Esau is ending and the righteous rulership is going to be ushered in. But first, this wicked kingdom must come to an end. And they don't understand that. Because again, no one understands what they're reading in the Bible. They can't understand that it's the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called black people's history book. If people could just kind of figure that part out, they would understand what they're reading, and biblical prophecies would make a lot more sense. But anyway, to conclude this message, the last 3 verses that we read in the book of Obadiah tells us that the Hebrew Israelites are going to be restored and take back the lands that they were once promised. And verse 21 talks about a day that will come where there will be saviors, and most likely this is righteous leaders and judges who will govern Israel. So to sum up the book of Obadiah, Israel will reclaim its land. The exiled Israelites will return from distant lands. Esau will be judged, and Israel will rule. And Elohim's kingdom will fully be established.
Getting hard trying to live in this land, Lord. I'm sick of paying rent, I wanna be the landlord. Not too many children in my section 8 last night. Lights out, they on section 8. We get constipated from that government cheese. Paying taxes, steady get a government cheese. Don't nothing change no matter who we vote for. So why waste time even going to try to vote for? When you grind so hard, you supposed to see profit. Why we so broke? We supposed to be prophets. We never had a choice on coming to America. I feel something real bad is coming to America. I don't write the mayor, they say I got a right to, but I don't even know where a nigga supposed to write to. I keep my chest up and head to the sky until the day I burn or head to the sky. There was many bad days. Lord, I've had hills to climb and sleepless nights. But when I look around and see what you've done for me, I'll say thank you, Lord, and I won't complain. I'm no devil, I know that I'm God's son, but I still smoke weed with my godson. And even though they say the woman is the backbone, we just wanna see them laying on their backbone. Thumb through the word, but you know what's confusing? Between the experts, it's so much confusion. I want it all, for all that I care about. I want a ball, that's all that I care about. Travel 50 states, broke 48 laws. Ran across a book called 48 Laws. Some say it's bad, some say it's a good book. I say it ain't got nothing on the good book. I ain't tripping on going to the motherland. On the other hand, I like to buy my motherland. What price can we all get peaceful? Stay at war and swear that we peaceful. What's wrong? Can't we all get along? Wanna buy a home, but can't get along. I'm trying to stay focused and write the right rhymes, cause these days everybody write rhymes. Uncle went to the rehab, hooked on morphine. It seems he came out even more fiend. Don't wanna see cuz die or blood bleed. We all lose every time black blood bleed. Holla Hail Mary, a light no candle, but I'm still trying to handle what I can do. I go hard born for what I need, so it's ample. Watch me, you won't need no example. Crucial situation, my life in a crisis. Need to trade my life in for crisis. Please forgive me for what I did last night. I don't know, this might be my last night.
What did you say, Malcolm? Well, I said the same thing that everybody says, that his assassination was the result of the climate of hate. But only I said the chickens came home to roost, and which means the same thing. Climate of hate means that this is the result of something. And when I said chickens coming home to roost, I said the same thing. But you did not say that you were glad the president was killed. No, that's what the press said. What would I look like saying that I'm glad the president was killed? You feel, however, that we're making progress? No. I will never say that progress is being made. Knife in my back 9 inches and pull it out 6 inches, there's no progress. You pull it all the way out, that's not progress. The progress is healing the wound that the blow made. And they haven't even begun to pull the knife out, much less try and heal the wound. They won't even admit the knife is there.
That person. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.